Hey guys, it is the Raw wrap-up. That's Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitters here in Pittsburgh, PA in the lovely Mayhem Studios. With me on the line, he's joining us from Corpus Christi, Texas. He's the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling. It's Eamon.
Hello, Sorgatron. Glad to join
you.
How late on this Monday night.
Thank you for joining me, especially since I don't know what happened to Mike. So here we are.
Hi.
So Raw happened tonight. Now you got to forgive me. I was watching Raw. I was very deep into Virgil Town at the time, editing this wonderful feature that's going to be released next week from JoeDombrowski.com. So there's that. So bear with me if I didn't catch any nuances tonight. But I gotta say, Undertaker and Brock Lesnar, I'm in, and it's a nice surprise they're doing this for SummerSlam. That Taker's in as good a shape that he can do a second match this year, and it makes me wonder and feel, because I think WWE really wants SummerSlam to be WrestleMania Part 2 at this point, and I think they're building to that. With the move, with a lot of stuff they're doing that weekend, this is obviously the marquee match of this year. Do you get the same feeling?
I do. I was very skeptical coming off of Sunday. But I will say everything that happened tonight on Raw really just solidified it for me. I think just the spectacle of that giant brawl and Taker looking good, take the Bray Wyatt feud into account. Like, we didn't ever see him on television at all. Now he's on TV and he's being active and he's getting in these giant pull apart crazy brawls. It makes me excited for what's to come.
It definitely it felt very Attitude Era to me tonight, which I loved. That we had so much interactivity. They got the entire roster involved in this poll part. It just felt so great and grand and big. Mad Mike joins us from Poughkeepsie, New York, on the line as well. Had a little trouble with his invite. What do you think about the Undertaker situation, good sir?
Well, I like that we're getting Taker and Brock again. I hope that Brock can avoid giving the Undertaker a concussion 5 minutes into the match at SummerSlam. But yeah, I mean, I will always appreciate Taker coming back. And Taker coming back for a big spectacle in Brooklyn, that's going to be a good time. And plus, if you weren't sold on this match, Paul Heyman sure sold you on it. And if Paul Heyman didn't sell you on it, the 2-segment pull-apart brawl right after that sure as hell did.
Oh, it certainly did. I'm just like, he's going to come out and talk, and really, they've talked me into the match between just Undertaker Heyman. I'm good. And then we did all this. Now, we may not have either one of them basically until SummerSlam at this point, which would kind of be okay.
Well, I could see Triple H and Stephanie saying, it's a mandate that they are not allowed on Raw because of what happened. You bring them back the week before for the official contract signing. That's all you have to do. You can keep them away for 4 weeks, bring them back the Monday before, boom, contract signing, and then you're off again.
That was nice. Wheels is in the Q&A. If you guys join us here live with the whenever we're doing this Google Hangout, we have a Q&A app you can click on the video. And he says, did Undertaker say Resurrection? They do have a show this weekend called Resurrection. And it's good that Mr. Taker got a plug-in for you guys at the RWALive.com. So we'll throw that out to them out there. But anyways, going back to this, I am so glad that somebody's listening and somebody did the right thing here, and we did have 2 Divas matches. With as many girls as they have involved, you cannot get away with one segment, and holy crap, we got 2 of them tonight. And 2 significant ones.
And great matches. I was very impressed by both. We got 2 Divas matches, which is a good step. We got 2 lengthy Divas matches, which is a good step. I think the next step, and obviously they can't do this step immediately, but I would love to just see multiple women's feuds going on.
Well, they're kind of are.
Yeah, but right now it just seems to be revolving around
these
three against these.
No, Eamon, I'm talking about Summer Rae and Lana.
I wasn't counting that.
But I am. They were in the main event of Raw.
They were, but they weren't. They're not a part. They're not going to be involved in. Like Lana's not going to be.
Yeah,
wrestling
but that's what
on a
you
permanent
want. You
basis.
want two separate things going on. Like
Yeah,
I
but
think that's a step in the right direction.
Okay, I can see that. And there are two girls that we are pretty sure, well, Summer Rae, of course, but Lana can't wrestle, right? Like she's
she's done training at the Performance Center. In that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they needed to throw her in, maybe they do a mixed tag or something at SummerSlam, and I think that's when my red, white, and blue bikini is gonna happen, guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's the reason I didn't include it, because I don't know if like a match where we're hoping it ends in a bikini thing and it involves like a lot of catfight stuff really should be included. Like
you know what? This is the one time I just think I'm not big on the bikini contest pillow fight crap that we've seen in years past, but I think this is the one storyline that does deserve a bikini a American flag bikini to end the thing. It just makes sense at this point, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
So,
and plus, if you look at like Lana on Instagram after Rusev, she's totally been embracing her American ways. Like they've been pushing that. They've been pushing toward that.
I've been seeing you. I've been seeing you on the Instagrams there, Lana. The how do I look without my makeup? That's yeah. Well, we're appreciating that right there. Anyways, so back to it. Great wrestling. The women's wrestlers. I still feel like this is just going to be a giant, some big match with everybody involved. I hope not. I hope we actually probably a three-way in the end for the belt. I would guess. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, like Charlotte and Sasha. Sasha. Yes.
Char and Sasha.
Char and Sasha. I mean,
I do like the idea of Charlotte kind of breaking out in that group, because we had Paige take the loss in the tag team match. I like the idea of maybe like turning Paige heel in a sense and being like, I led this revolution, and Charlotte and Becky kind of taking her like glory in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could be interesting. Like that could be a storyline going forward.
But is it out of the realm of possibilities to have two Divas matches on SummerSlam?
At this point, no.
We had it last year.
Oh yeah, I guess there was. There was Brie and Stephanie and the title
match.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, because you could have Nikki, Charlotte, and Sasha for the women's title, and then have like Paige and Becky versus Brie and Alicia Fox.
Toss that back a second. We got an early candidate for what I learned on Raw this week. I learned that Raw locker room's about as effective of restraining Brock and Undertaker as the Japanese military fighting Godzilla. And that's from Ed Burke 37 over there on the Twitters. Thank you for that, Ed.
I just felt really bad for Bo Dallas during all of that.
He was like single-handedly holding back Brock, the poor guy. All right.
I thought Brock was literally going to step on him Jurassic Park style.
All right, now this is the part, I don't want you guys to get too heated. Maybe this will be something that's more of a conversation tomorrow night on the Wrestling Mayhem show proper. But we do have Seth Rollins, of course. We waited till hour 3 for him to come out and gloat after the monsters have left the building, which, you knew it was coming. And we had it, and then we had the interruption. Because who's going to come out and challenge Seth? Dean Ambrose and Reigns are involved with the Wyatts, which was good. I think everybody was great when they were trios. I think we'll have some fun tag matches with those guys. I think it'll be a little more dynamic with Dean Ambrose involved and not disappearing after Reigns shows up.
Maybe less of a chance of exploding TVs.
Maybe less of a chance of exploding TVs. But we did have who was going to come out and shut up Seth? John Cena. Oh. No, John Cena. John Cena.
Yeah, the minute Seth started mentioning stuff about champions and him being like the top champion, I had an idea of what was going to happen. And I think I kind of vocalized it in the hangout that we were watching, and I think maybe it was Mike that was like, "No, that probably won't happen."
I was hoping for Sting. I was hoping and praying for Sting.
Really, Sting? You really think Sting would have happened? No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, why not? Sting. The reason Sting came back was injustice.
That's true. Sting's got a lot of motivation.
Yeah, and plus, Sting lost to Triple H. This is Triple H's golden boy.
And then shook his hand, which just kind of killed everything.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of that match. That match, I'm sorry, off on a tangent, but that match was almost, while entertaining, very entertaining, was almost as bad, I guess you could say logically, as the Bret Hart family versus Vince McMahon.
It was.
It was just like, here's all my buddies. Great for the cameos, great for what happened in there, but just wasn't a good match.
It should have been the end of an MSG house show with a cage match. That's what that should have been.
It should have been. It should have been, and we should have watched the entire thing on Instagram. But anyways, so I mean, I know you guys you're having your John Cena issues, but I really think it's just we've been building to this. We've had John Cena doing his thing over here. We have Rollins doing his thing over here, and Slimy getting through, and now he doesn't have any authority, and it's just him, and he gets to have John Cena. I think this is the best possible outcome. Win or lose, Seth Rollins is going to look amazing in there against John Cena. Or, since this is not going to be the headliner, I think Seth gets away with it.
Nope.
I don't think it's as definitive. I'm not going to say it can't happen, but I don't think it's as definitive of saying Seth's going to look good no matter what. Because I'm sorry, I no matter what I thought of the Brock Taker thing at Battlegrounds, I did think Seth looked really bad after that. Because he was, it's one thing if he wants to be a coward. I get that part of his character is being a coward, but he was a coward in that Royal Rumble triple threat match, but he still came off looking great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My issue, and I don't have an issue with John Cena as a person, or even as like we mentioned, not even as an in-ring performer, because his matches have been delivering as of late. But they constantly create this. The biggest problems with John Cena are the way he is portrayed in feuds like these. My biggest issue with tonight was the promo he cut on Seth Rollins, with the basis of it being just calling Seth Rollins a joke, saying that he's nobody, and then basically anytime Seth would retort, he would like laugh in his face and do whatever. Like, he treated Seth like he was nothing. And if you are going into a match with nothing, what does it, if you beat him, who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
right. We'll see what happens. But basically, what needs to happen now is Raw has to be lined up that Seth is shown as an individual threat against John Cena.
That's what's got to happen. You have to make us believe that Seth's a threat.
Seth didn't even have a match tonight, did he?
He didn't.
Interesting, very interesting. And we did have a six-man tag at the end, and we talked about a little bit at the end of our personal hangout. There was a lot going on in that six-man tag. A lot of match. I know there's, you guys kind of created the scenario of what about a Kevin Owens versus Sheamus for the Money in the Bank. There was the ladies. What?
We should clarify. There was a lot going on the heel side of that match. On the face side, there was legitimately nothing going on. Like, Randy Orton didn't even interfere to help his side during the match. The heels imploded because Rusev has a storyline, Kevin Owens has a storyline, and Sheamus has a briefcase. Like the faces did not have anything to do with that match.
You're saying that the ring was off kilter because of the weight of the storylines on this side, and that's what threw out the wazzy-who's-its of the match balance.
Yes, and then, the man who said, this is how a champion should act, John Cena, led a 3-on-1 assault against a man who had already been in the ring for 10 minutes. Because that's no different than what Rollins has been doing, with J&J Security and Kane attacking Brock Lesnar. It's no different at all, you guys.
It really isn't. I didn't even think about it before Mike brought it up, but it really is no different.
It's no different.
I again go back to Hulk Hogan was the biggest heel in the business the whole time.
This is not the 80s.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But John Cena is the Hulk Hogan of this era. So I mean, they're not perfect. They're still fighters. So I think that needs to be not forgotten. in this kind of situation.
Rusev was the babyface in that match.
He was. And I think in the end, your 3-on-1 against Rusev is just a metaphor for U.S. foreign policy. They're trying to make a statement at the end of that Monday Night Raw. Well, we'll have a lot.
And that's why Cesaro almost didn't take part, because the Swiss are neutral.
Exactly. So that's why he was the middleman there. But anyways, we'll have some more thoughts, have some more fun. Maybe we'll generate a new T-shirt out tomorrow night's show, live.sorgatronmedia.com or live.wrestlingmayhemshow.com at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And about 11 p.m. we'll do the Indie Mayhem show, and we have, I think, in studio, I forgot to message her tonight. We'll get her in the morning. Brittany from the IWC, who will be debuting here in a couple weeks in a mixed tag match at Proving Grounds. So we got Lady Wrestler in the studio. I got to freshen things up a little bit. We need the ladies' touchdown here. Get rid of my little fat Ninja Turtle and a lot of other things.
You need to freeze out the stench of smell delicious slice on Broadway, Sorg.
So, anyways, go check everything out. WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Thanks to Slice on Broadway for supporting things. Support us at Patreon.com/WrestlingMayhemShow. Thank you for everybody that does that. ProWrestlingTees.com/WMS. Spreadshirt shop. Got the link over at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, and find all the links at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. At Mad Mike 4883 is the resident former WWE employee, and Eamon, the voice at Eamon2Please, the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling. I am Sorgatron. I don't have a title that I can think of. What should I be?
Master of Ceremonies.
Master of Ceremonies for this
First
tonight.
Galactic Cast podcast host.
Leader of Sorgatron Media. 10 years in the game. You can't F with this. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us for the wrap-up.